It's a wonderful day in the record room. A wonderful day, more like uneventful day in quarantine. Allergies aren't too bad because it's raining, so I won't sneeze the world away. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my subscriber? Well, it's time for the weekly adventures to start. Yes, don't you just love to hear that kitten purr? Oh yeah. Quarantine has been fun, but now we're going on an adventure. And look it looks like we made it. Fantastic. Wow, that was a long car ride, I must admit. I've gotten to go to many places this week, such as, well, the backyard. Fantastic. What a great time. Can't forget about the pool. Don't forget to stop and smell those flowers over there. Really nice. And we most certainly cannot forget the front yard. Long one there? I just saw that thing grow. I've been watching it for so long in this eventful day. Look how long it grew within the past 5 minutes. Things are growing like wild. Hello, vinyl community, and welcome to an early morning Sunday show with Mike from Mike Guitar Player 07. I've only done one other one of these in the past, and it was back, I think it was when I received a VCLT from the guy who started the early morning Sunday show, and that would be Mr. Steve Carlson. And as many of us know, most of us do, and if you don't, I'm going to explain what happened now. Steve, unfortunately, is in the Michigan area where the floods have affected him and his home. Steve, his wife Patty, and his cat are okay. However, his basement flooded, and his record CDs and books, gonzo. And if there was anything salvageable, I don't think that insurance companies or anything would allow it for potential safety hazards. But anyway, I'm not sure about that. I just haven't. It's a sad, unfortunate reality. But anyway, so due to the fact that unfortunately we're gonna have a little bit of a void on our Sundays, I want to brighten that up for this Sunday at least. And actually, I encourage you guys to do this. And so we don't overload everybody with the early morning Sunday show until Steve can get back to doing it himself. We only need one a week. And how I'm gonna run it is, I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna tag someone else to do it. And then next week, I want them to do it. And for those who don't know, Steve does the early morning Sunday shows, and he just talks about random records, usually ones that he had just gotten in that week. So we're gonna do that. And but with my early morning Sunday show, I'm gonna change it up a little bit from Steve's, just for this, because also Beth over at B-Side Records has started the thread, the Steve Response. And the Steve thread, give me 5 Steves. So I'm gonna have that in mind on top of some new arrivals. So we'll do it that way. And we appreciate you, Steve. We hope you're doing well. We want to help you build up your collection again. And this is for you, my man, my friend. And we're all hurting for you, and we're all rooting for you, and have positive thoughts for you. But without any further ado, because Steve would not want us all to be pouting and sad, Steve even said on a Facebook post that a lot of people have it worse, and then that he's very lucky, which he's still with us, so it didn't hurt him or his family. So very true. But Steve wants us to stay positive, I'm sure, and he wants us to go on. And oh, well, look at this. It looks like we have a little visitor with us today. We got Kat. Well, Kat, hopefully you enjoy these records as much as Steve's cat. Well, we'll just lay you there, little buddy. So, as I said, I'm going to veer off from what Steve usually does because I want to do the nice thread response for Beth, who thought of this, and then we'll do the normal Steve Carlson show. So, 5 Steves. Well, the first one, this is fairly obvious. This is the Steve Miller Band and Steve Miller. And Steve Miller plays guitar, vocals, and synths. And I believe on this album, he also plays some sitar, if I'm not mistaken. So, Book of Dreams by Steve Miller Band. And this has the hits Threshold, Jet Airliner, Swing Town, and Jungle Love. So pretty much this is just an all-around banger. We got Asia's debut album, Asia, with Heat of the Moment, Only Time Will Tell, and Soul Survivor, along with Wildest Dreams. Fantastic album again. Guitar and vocals are done by Sir Steve Howe. Next, we have Wings at the Speed of Sound. Let 'Em In and Silly Love Songs were the hits off this one. Another fantastic one. There's a guy named, I have notes on this, Steve Howard, and he played horns on this album. Next, we have Lip Sync, Mouth to Mouth. Steve loves disco, so I was glad to find one with disco, and he loves to move and he likes to dance. So bass is done by a guy named Steven Greenberg on this album. So, and of course we all know Funky Town. And then we have John Denver's Spirit. Oh no, Cat is running away here. We'll set you there. We'll set you there, Cat. We have John Denver's Spirit, and pedal steel guitar is played by Steve Weisberg on this. And this is a fantastic album too. Baby You Look Good to Me Tonight, San Antonio Rose, Come and Let Me Look in Your Eyes, a whole bunch of great stuff. John Denver didn't put out a bad album. So I chose those, and of course Book of Dreams is appropriate because we wish that the situation didn't happen and it was a dream, and Spirit by John Denver because all of us are supporting you obviously in our spirits, and we want to lift up your spirits, and we want you to have good spirits and be happy. So there's that. So how's the early morning Sunday show going on so far? Everybody having a good time? I hope everybody's having a good time and being as positive as possible given these troubling times. So the next one is going to be by, well, these are the recent finds, and these are all classical recent finds because these are things that just have not been shown, and you guys know that me and Steve recently, a couple weeks ago, did a classical video together. So, and these are some new classical albums that I have acquired and haven't listened to, so I can't really speak to them. That's the only difference between my early morning Sunday show and Steve's, is that my recent finds I have not listened to, whereas his he has. So this is a Johann Sebastian Bach. This is kind of just a compilation of a bunch of his works. It has Toccata and Fugue, Prelude and Fugue, and what's the other one that's on here? Well, Toccata and Fugue in D minor, I should say, because there's also Toccata and Fugue in F, and it's all stuff from like, it's all his harpsichord stuff. Prelude and Fugue in E, all good stuff. And if you remember, these are all, the Bach stuff has the BWV numbers and all that. This is in German, so, because Deutsche Grammophon record, but one of the best labels for classical music. This is Bach's Brackenbücher Concert Nummer 4, 5, and 6, I guess. Let's see where's the English version of this, because, you know, that's not going to be very easy for me to figure out there. So the branch, okay, here we go. Brandenburg Concerto Number 4 in G major. Brandenburg Concerto Number 5 in D major. Brandenburg Concerto Number 6 in B flat. So that's what it's looking like. So pardon me, I know I'm trying to learn German, but I'm not always the best at pronouncing it. So there's some Johann Sebastian Bach there. And here's another one. So that was 4, 5, and 6. This is 1, 2, and 3 of the same thing. So this is the Brandenburg Concerto is just number 1, 2, and 3. So I did not even realize that until just now, so I should have showed it in the other order, but, you know. And this is another Bach organ works kind of all-encompassing thing. So it has Toccata and Fugue in D minor again. It has Prelude and Fugue in E, but this also has Passacaglia and Fugue in C minor, and Toccata, Allegro, and Fugue in C major. I'll have to see which one of the two various Bach ones I like better, and then I'm probably will end up passing one of them along. And if Steve is going to be accepting records from people and continuing his collection, which I assume he will because music is one of his biggest loves right next to his family, one of those Bach albums will probably end up being his. And this is Beethoven's Emperor. This is one of his symphonies. Man. It's Concerto Number 5 in E flat, Opus 73. for you on Angel, which is probably one of the next best record labels next to Deutsche Grammophon. And then this is Beethoven Symphony number 5 in Deutsche Grammophon as well. And I mean, I don't really have the history on every little piece of classical music, but I do know a thing or two, but I wanted to just listen to some of that stuff. So what'd you think, Kat? Yeah, you just want to go for a walk. You just want to roam around outside. You just want to go with Steve's cat. You just want to go find a mouse or something, don't you? That's what I thought. So, well, anyway, from me and Kat, hopefully you guys enjoyed this early morning Sunday show. It was kind of just truly just roughly put together, but I just figured I'd try to support in any way I can, fill a little bit of a void for this week, and I nominate, because you know how I said at the beginning of this video, I'm nominating someone to take this back and do it next week. I nominate Emma at 8 Vinyl Low to do an early morning Sunday show. So, thank you guys for watching. Keep on spinning that wax, and I'll see you in the next vinyl record video. Keep up those spirits, and bring peace and happiness to everybody. And make sure you keep sharing your love and support with Steve. Howdy guys, I always forget something at the end. I just wanted to make sure I noted, if I didn't in the video, that I nominated Emma at 8 Vinyl Low for the next Sunday morning show for Steve until he's able to get it back and running. But I don't know if I emphasized that I want Emma and each consecutive person to nominate until Steve is able to get back to doing these himself. So, just wanted to add that. Thank you guys for watching. Keep on spinning that wax. Keep your high hopes up. Keep on loving it, everybody. Keep on loving Steve. And I'll see you next time.